We're going to open another box. Timmy's going to help us. We're just going to go through all of these packs pretty fast.
Yes.
Hopefully it's better than the last box. We only got like the foil land and the Gitrog monster that was super impressive.
True that.
What's bad about the Gitrog monster?
Nothing is bad about the Gitrog monster.
Yeah, should be happy.
Perfect.
I will never have a bad word to say about that card because I love it.
It's perfect.
Frogs are my favourite animals, and having a legendary frog in Innistrad is just fucking sweet.
Let's start. Smart guy.
Alright, we've got a Jace. Good first pack.
We do start with a Jace.
Good first pack. I don't know how good he is. He protects himself and he draws cards, so it can't be bad, but the 5 mana might be a bit...
I opened another land, I'm pretty good at them. Let's just sort it before bond.
Mythic.
No good uncommons in my pack.
Second mythic.
2 mythics in 3 packs is good.
Never played it, never played against it, no clue.
What does it do?
It enables madness. When it
this one is insane.
You pay
this one
one
is
red.
insane. Yep.
So we've got 5 mana, 5/5. So come on, camera. Come on. It's an elemental wolf. When it attacks, you may pay something. I don't know how much because the camera's not in focus. You may pay 2 and discard a card. If you do, it deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the discarded card's mana cost. Could be a curve topper in some of the red aggressive decks, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Mind control
In
seems
standard?
fine.
Yeah,
No,
could be a curve topper. Like
No.
it depends how good the.
It's just like it comes in and does it make zero value. Zero.
This is true. There is still Thunderbreak Region in the format.
Yeah, and also Kira
4/9 as well.
and Kiran.
Pier and Kieran.
Really good.
Yeah, Pier and
red
Kieran's
cards.
definitely high up there.
I opened it, the mind control.
Asylum Visitor. We spoke about this in the last box opening. Absolutely insane card. Loris doesn't think it's constructed playable. He's wrong. It's definitely constructed playable.
It was even
It's
bad in
Not
limited.
in constructed formats where you can play Dark Confident.
It's standard playable. Hammer has quite rightly pointed out that it's not constructed playable in any Eternal formats, but it is good in...
And it's not that good in Team Sealed.
No, but it's still
It's
fine.
actually pretty bad.
This was great in Limited when he's got his Altered Ego out of the way.
The Altered Ego and I opened the foil rare.
This one was great
I would
in
like to
Limited.
show if he
Just alpha striking
Yeah, you
people.
can talk about comments all day.
open the foil.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good card.
Looks really nice. Is really nice.
Limited card. Just
is
a
it?
limited card.
Is that the counter spell?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're
It's-
counter spell, make the 3 clues.
Yeah.
This card's been pretty impressive actually. It's a 2-drop 3/3, but can't attack unless it's power 4 or greater, which didn't actually seem like that much of a problem in Limited. I think it's quite good. When it flips, it just becomes a 4/4. So you got 2 mana 4/4 most of the time.
So
Look what we have here. Another
That's
chase.
2 Jaces so far, which is pretty
I
okay.
actually had a second rare in the pack.
I love this
this
card.
one is
And
good.
also 4 uncommons.
Do you wanna read this one?
Yeah. It flips at the beginning of your upkeep if you have 4 or more creatures. And when it flips in the end step, it does a 1/1 dude.
Yeah, so
And its power and toughness are equal to the amount of creatures you control.
It's really good.
It's
It's-
a 2-drop and it's a bear already with
Yes.
really
Really
high
high
upside.
yeah, bear with upside's always good, both limited and constructed most of the time. I play hate bears always. It's a human, which is also relevant for a lot of the creature types in standard. And being able to make it an XX is just really, really great. I like this card a lot. I'm gonna play it. What human synergies are there in standard at the moment? Like, what creatures care about human?
This
Talia
Talia's-
Sentinel.
Thalia's Lieutenant
Hell
is
yeah.
going to be great with this because this makes human creatures, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, human clerics.
Oh, this one,
Thalia's Lieutenant's going to be able to pump all of them.
Combo, yeah.
So
I got Ever After. Reanimate 2 creatures, put it on the bottom of your library. I won a game of that because I haven't got. Fuck's sake.
they couldn't mill you, right?
Yeah,
you
they
couldn't
mill me
deck
and I
you.
just draw it again, play it again, put it on the bottom, draw it, play it, draw it, play it.
Mine's not worth talking about, so let's just put that in a pile.
This is also a crap card. Would never pick it. Would never play it in any format besides casual.
Eat trial for spells.
Hey, no. this card is fucking sweet, alright?
No.
Like, don't listen to what Timmy says. Brain in a jar. Like,
no. If you
it's-
play limited,
no,
just play this instead.
go away.
Pick this
Go-
instead.
this card, look at the artwork on that. Look, that's an actual brain in a jar. It's got put a charge counter on it, and then you can cast sorcery or instant with converted mana cost the same as the amount of counters on it for free when you tap it, which I think is great. And then it's also got remove X counters and scry. This will get played in EDH by all of the casuals and anyone that is like me and likes to play terrible cards in constructed. Like, I'm gonna be building the Hedron alignment archive thing deck.
Good
and I'm
card.
probably gonna play this in it.
Limited, constructed. It's 1 mana, 2/1 with a big upside if you play vampires.
Let's get some more mythics that aren't Jace, yeah?
Oh yeah, here.
What we got?
We open shit lots of mythics.
Seasons Past. I think this is a very good card.
It's a casual card.
No,
yeah.
I don't agree. I think this is standard playable. This can be up to a draw 6.
Yeah.
If you're playing on curve. It's good in the ramp decks, and it's good against control
I
decks.
think if you have how much mana?
It's 6 mana.
Yeah. I think you have Void Breaker, which you can bring back anyway,
Yeah.
That's
and that's the win con in the late game. I think.
Sure, but this is like this.
Yeah.
Your answers get counted. If you can then play this after the grind of grinding your control player out, return any number of cards with different converted mana costs from your graveyard to your hand. Put it on the bottom of your library.
Yeah.
Right. So
Your
if you say this
colors
for
can
six,
never get milled.
you can get 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop, 5 drop, 6 drop, 7 drop.
Yeah.
A draw 7 for 6 is gonna be backbreaking against someone playing control.
Yeah, I
If
think
you can resolve it, like, I really like it.
it's Just when you play ramp, it's always backbreaking when
Against
you play
control,
against
sure.
control.
This pack's huge. I got like 4 uncommons and 2 rares. We got Westvale Abbey again, which is sweet. We went through this in further detail in the other video if you want to check that one out if you didn't see it already. We got Kindly Stranger, which is very kind of like reminiscent of Shriekmaw, being able to destroy a creature when it flips. Really like this card. Think it was great. Got some other uncommons. The only one really that I think is great is the Skulk 3/3, and then got a rare land as well. So that was a really good pack. What, you got rares in there?
No,
Anything good?
A rare land. Yeah, just play it.
I want to talk about this card.
No.
I think this card's really good. 2/2 gains a life whenever it or another creature comes in, and sacrifice another permanent, which I think is the important part. Sacrifice another permanent, flip it. Becomes a 2/4, and then whenever another creature dies, draining game. So it becomes like Blood Artist. The fact that you can sacrifice a permanent means things like Demonic Pact get better. You can play this in a black-white deck with Demonic Pact for all the value, and then sack the Pact and make a 2/4. Or you can play it in like a token-themed deck, like Soul Sisters style, Sisters kind of deck. I really like this uncommon. It was very good and limited for me.
I believe this card is a trap, kind of.
I mean, if you can get Delirium,
I think it looks better than it is.
I agree. I think getting Delirium on
Yeah,
turn
but
3 or 4
Delirium
is hard.
It's hard to get, and by the time you get it, the chance that if you play green, the other person has better creatures than a 3/3.
Yeah,
is
this has
pretty
been
high.
outclassed quickly.
Yes, exactly.
If you have
You
a way
have,
of
to have,
protecting,
you have to have Delirium. The other guy doesn't have to have something bigger.
you have Delirium, and then you have this. That's a combo, right? So you put this on it, and then you get 7 power of tokens when
Then
you
you get
attack
2
with
for
it.
one.
Yeah, and then
Easy.
you have to play 3 colors already.
Easy. Ban Hexproof was a deck last in a Strad. Why couldn't it be again?
Yeah, because of the mana.
That's not why. It's because there's no Geist of St. Traft
Oh,
or
yeah.
Invisible Stalker this time.
I think this card is very good. It does two zombies, and it also has madness. And that the zombies
it's good,
do not enter trap.
Like the rare does. Like the rare that makes zombie tokens,
Yeah.
they all come in tapped.
But this one is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I played that a lot actually. Just having 2 bodies for 4 mana is fine.
Bomb Rare, we talked about in the other video.
Yeah,
Really
it's
strong.
really good. But again, 7 mana seems quite slow for this format, so
What? That's a rare?
that's a rare. Yeah, the Geist of St. Traft card is a rare.
Or what?
I think it has to be a rare because,
Yeah.
you know,
You know?
Drake, not even dragon. It's a Drake. It's like a dragon. In limited, is
What do you
good.
think?
you think it's good in limited? Because Loris
I
doesn't
always
like it.
play.
I think it's good,
I
but it's
would
not a bomb.
always play big flyers.
Yep. Yep, I'm in agree. I've got another
I
Alter
think
Ego.
even a 3/3 flyer is usually pretty big.
Sinister Concoction. This card's hilarious. This card, you have to get up, spin around a few times, give some high fives to people just to kill a creature.
What?
So it's pay 1 life, put the top card of a library into your graveyard, discard a cast, sacrifice it, destroy target creature.
Yeah, it's pretty
Right? So you have to do a lot of work.
cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty
But-
good with this. You can remove 2 creatures in the same turn.
Oh
Yeah?
Yeah, and you,
See
I
that? You
think
see
you
that?
just
Yeah.
can empty a board so quick.
But I think this is good because it is removal and it enables madness and it enables delirium.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
it's got a lot of text on it, and I think it's actually quite beneficial.
Blue
It's
card
the
draw.
cheapest removal by far in the set.
It is it's the cheapest mana wise in the set, but at the cost of your life, the top card of your library, and the other things.
And you 2 for 1 yourself.
If
But
you have
I think it's definitely playable. My uncommons, other than that, were pretty unimpressive. I don't know. Oh yeah, my rare was Alter Ego.
Land,
Alter Ego is
As
so good.
every other
Yeah.
land is just good. In every format,
The
it is
artwork
in,
of that is so cool.
except Eternal formats.
With turtle forms have
Yeah.
It's not beneath me to play these in eternal formats. I don't have a Savannah. Let's play this. Why not? Let's go.
Burn Within. Good to okay.
All right. I'd really like to discuss this card. I don't know how to evaluate it. This is the 3/2 with Menace. It's a devil. It draws cards or doesn't draw cards, and you get mana screwed. So at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library. Any opponent may have you put it into the graveyard. And if they do, they take damage equal to its mana cost. So it's free for them to put a land into your graveyard. But you can start drawing cards, and if you, especially in limited, if you have high CMC cards, they're not going to want to take 5 or 6 every turn. And it's a 3/2 with Menace. Like, is this good? Is this standard playable? What do you think?
No.
It's hard.
Why not?
It's hard to say. But I was saying it is okay. Like in the red black, where you have a high curve with Goblin Dark Dwellers and stuff like that. Anyway,
Yeah, I kind of like it. I think it's got potential, but I'm not sure what shelter put it in.
Yeah.
I would say black red with Goblin Dark Dwellers got call against
Maybe even
commands.
Grixis with Chase.
But I don't know.
It's really annoying
Maybe
that this won't
Grixis
focus on the
because-
card. We'll probably just put an image of this up afterwards because this isn't focusing on the card. Just so that you can see what it is. We've got another rare land there by the looks of it.
Yes.
Oh, we've got
Black
Jace
red.
Emblem to go with our 2 Jaces.
This card will see
Oh, yeah.
constructed play, I think.
Definitely.
Yes, but I think the 3 life is definitely a cost.
Yeah, it is. Because
Um,
red is always played in standard.
Yes, there's Atarka's command is still in the format, so this will hurt you eventually.
This card is really good in the set. Lightning Axe. It enables madness. And it does remove a creature, so it's pretty strong.
Look what I have here. I opened all the good cards.
Oh, that's a sweet card. I want that. Can we put that in a pile for me? Because I want this card. Avacyn.
Just don't tell Flushy.
Like, you can read any article, they'll all tell you Avacyn is the best card in the set. There is a reason for that. She's absolutely
She is the best
bonkers.
card in the set.
Like,
That's
so
probably the reason.
this will define standard. Like, this is the card that's going to define standards.
I don't like white.
It becomes all combat becomes about Avacyn.
Yeah.
Because you either attack into it or you're blocking into it. It's just not fun.
At least there's Grasp of Darkness.
Yep, your planeswalkers aren't safe to an Avacyn because people can just
Yeah.
flash it in end of turn. Like, she's a big flyer, and then when she flips, she's gonna kill people. And she's gonna kill people fast. This card is incredible. I love it. Very happy about opening it in limited or in constructed. You want
Look
to play
here.
Avacyn.
More mythics that are good.
Mind reading.
How
Is
many,
it good?
How many? I
Is it
agree.
good?
I think it's really, really good.
Why?
It's a 4 mana, 4/5 flying.
Yeah.
With a downside, it's
As
pretty
we
much
learned
an
with Siege
upside.
Rhino, 4 mana, 4/5s are always good.
The reason this card is good is this magic number right here, because look what Avacyn is. She's a 4/4, and this is a 4/5. That's the only reason this card is good.
This card is definitely standard playable. 100%.
For sure. But I think the reason it's standard playable is because it beats up Avacyn, and Avacyn is going to warp the format.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really, really good card on its own. A 4 mana, 4/5 flyer that mills you if you have some Delirium cards or some interaction with Flashback.
But the downside, if you don't hit Delirium, is actually quite high.
Yeah.
Like 4 life a turn, right? It's
I mean,
quite a lot.
control deck should hit Delirium turn 4. With
But you're
additional
playing
4
this in
cards.
control.
Or I don't know
Like-
what deck.
You're probably playing it in like a black-green or a Girog Monster Shell or something like that.
Yeah, I don't. Why wouldn't you play that with like Jace?
I wouldn't be playing this in a J deck, I don't think. I'm not 100% sure. Timmy's got a sweet card, I really like this one.
I really like the artwork of this card. And sadly there is no Spirit Shell right now in Standard, I think. But if there ever is, I'm gonna play so hard.
Yeah, it's a 2-1 with Flash and Flying. And again, we can't focus on any cards. This is...
It gives a Spirit, it's another Spirit tech. Target Spirit hexproof and it enters the battlefield.
I might have to turn the autofocus off and just focus on the cards instead of our hands.
Spirits have Flash.
Topplgeist, good Spirit. Backbreaking in Two-Headed Giant. Hammer was just telling us a story about his opponent getting these and just tapping down all of their team and it being really, really unfair in Two-Headed Giant. I like the card a lot. My rare was Brain in the Jar. I haven't opened any packs for about... I've opened about 5 packs this box.
Alex card.
Alex card, what is it? It's... Yeah, always watching. Got to get that vigilance.
Tireless Tracker, which is a pretty cool card.
That's mine, you can't buy that one, I'm having that. Need it for my deck.
And it's really broken in Limited. It takes over the game extremely fast when it doesn't get removed.
Nothing to talk about in my pack again, other than foil one of the fight card that we discussed in the first video.
And I got the card that I hope for. There's a standard deck for it, which I like.
Standard deck, let's just play in modern. Let's have 4 Ghost Wave, 4 this. Some Restoration Angels, some Elvish Visionaries, some Mold Drifters. Yeah, let's play some Bant Flicker, it'll be sweet.
I got the Werewolf.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's okay.
I think it's the best Werewolf in the set. Is there a better one?
I'm really disappointed by the Werewolves.
Yeah,
I thought
me too.
They were really cool, but
if this is the best one...
I know, the best Werewolf has got to be the green 2-drop that draws cards for 3 mana.
Oh yeah.
There's a 2/2 for 3,
yeah, but
you can search top 3.
Constructed that.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a Werewolf deck.
That's the best.
No, there's not a Werewolf deck, but I say Werewolf
I was
to
really
go and
hoping
construct
for a
it.
Werewolf deck.
We were hoping for one last season and they've made Wolf and that kind of stuff. They had a lot of support, but it just wasn't good enough. It was outclassed by a lot of
they were
decks.
like, no, let's just don't support it.
In the last pack, we actually got like a super important card to talk about actually. We got Declaration in Stone. I think this card will be very important in Standard. It's already drawn comparisons to Path to Exile. Yes, it's sorcery speed. Yes, it's 2 mana, but it exiles more than 1 creature. You know, like this is going to be great against any form of tokens because it gets rid of all of them. And it's also going to be very good against Deathmas Raptor, if that is still played, which it should be because that's a really good card. The drawback is that your opponent gets to investigate. In an aggressive deck, they're not going to have time to investigate. You're going to play the removal, you're going to kill 2 of their guys, they're going to get 2 tokens, and then you're going to have them dead before they can actually utilize the drawback of this card. At the moment, this card is sitting at like €2 maybe. I think this will go up. I suggest you pick these up before the Standard format takes off, because I really think this is a great Magic card, and it's a really, really strong piece of removal for Standard.
Yeah, but it'll never get played elsewhere, I think.
You might see like 1 in a blue-white control deck in
but then it will just be bad.
in modern.
It will be blue-white control deck.
The white removal in the blue-white control deck is really, really bad. If you think.
I mean, you're playing like Alces and that kind of stuff.
You're playing for Path to Exile, and then it gets really, really bad in modern.
So like, if you're playing a deck 1-off Declaration in Stone in modern, you kill 2 Tarmogoyfs with it. You don't care about the 2.
The other one's not going to play around it if it's like a one-off, and if you can 2-for-1 them, it's perfect.
But to play around the Declaration Stone is like to play around
Maelstrom Pulse or
but also Supreme Verdict, and you may be playing around.
Yeah, I mean you're playing 4 Supreme Verdicts in blue, white, and modern, but
so you play around that with John.
No, I'm not just talking about John, but any deck playing tokens and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. They can never any deck that has to overextend.
Yeah, you board like them, and then they're going to play 2 dudes, right? And if they play 2 of the same dudes, they're going to get blown out by your Declaration.
I think they would also get blown out by other cards, by a lot of other cards, by better cards.
Not necessarily. Like, I think this is important because you can snapcast a Major. It's a sorcery. You can bring it back, kill 2 more guys. You can even do it on your own creatures if you really needed to for the investigate tokens. Like at the absolute worst, you know, like there's still upside for you playing it. I think there is some other playability to Standard, but in Standard, this is great. Buy this card. It's important. Play in your decks. Kill everyone. Say thank you to me afterwards.
Don't play white. White's bad.
White's the best color in Magic.
White is the best color in the set, definitely.
I know, but I'm sad.
White gets so much support with Avacyn and discard.
Yeah,
and the black white removal and soaring.
You're going to be curving Gideon into Avacyn for most of
which is
standard,
insane.
and that's backbreaking.
into
Like
soaring into ice.
mythic into mythic is always going to be strong.
I don't like white.
I love white. White power. Let's cut that from the video. Don't put that on in the video.
No white power. Black lives matter.
And that's everything for today, guys, on that bombshell. So we'll catch up with you again later. Come hang out at the weekend. We've got Two-Headed Giant. Come hang out on Friday night. We've got draft, and then we'll be playing some standard as well.